Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Shulchan Aruch Yomi. We're starting a new new set of halachas this week. Table Enabled Kuf Samech Vav 166. We're going to start talking about B'tzias Hapas, right? Breaking bread, eating a meal. There's different halachas about eating a meal. A bunch of simanim with a lot of halachas. Today it's a very short halacha. This is basically a bridge between Tilas Yadayim and B'tzias Hapas. It's called Din Afsaka Bein B'tzila L'Natila. The Gemara says in Brachos, Takef L'Natila Suda. You're supposed to have your meal right after you Tilas Yadayim. How soon? Right away. So Aleph, there is only one halacha. Yesh Omrim. This is the Torah B'Shem Arif and the Rambam. Shein Tzarech Lizarm L'Hafsik Bein Natila L'Amoti. You don't have to worry about mafsik. Meaning, even, and the Mishnah Berurah says, you could even talk. You can shmooze with your friend. You could talk. You can wait a long time. You don't have to be careful. Some say you have to be very careful. The Torah brings to the Yerushalmi and Brachos. Now, according to the first opinion, you don't have to be zahir. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be watched at all. You can't be mesiach das. That's what the Mishnah Berurah says. You can't lose track of the fact that you washed your hands. You can wash your hands and then shmooze, talk to someone casually, but not get into a long conversation or not take a walk around the block, because then you're going to have hesach. You're going to forget about your netilas yadayim and your hands will become dirty. I'll explain this more in Yom Tzion, Ian to lean on. And some say you have to be zoyer. And the Shulchan Aruch writes, but totally zoyer. It's a good to be zoyer. I don't know why totally zoyer. Now this did take on Tilas Bracha. Tilas Yadayim is only D'Rabbanan. B'tzias Hapas is a reshus. To eat a meal is a reshus. There's no way this is more than a din D'Rabbanan. So it's subject D'Rabbanan the kula. You should go the kula. I don't know why totally zoyer. It's not good zoyer. Why is it good to not follow the halacha? When it says subject D'Rabbanan the kula, it's not with the effort. That's the way we paskin. Why totally zar? You shouldn't be careful about this. And vim shok they hilach kampei amas mikri hafsek. The Ramah tells you, since Shulchan Aruch says totally zar, you should know what's considered a hafsek, what's considered takef or not. Walking 22 amos, walk an amma. An amma is about 6 feet. I don't know how long it takes to walk 6 feet. Maybe 1 or 2 seconds. So we're talking about 22 to 30 seconds over here. You shouldn't have a hefsek between that. Now, when you have big families, people are doing tilas yadayim, it's very common to have 22, 30 seconds, a minute. Even if everyone's washing one after another, you have 10, 15, 20 people washing. And one person's going to be motzi everybody in the hamotzi at a suit on Shabbos. It's very common, even if you didn't talk or you didn't do anything, you didn't wait dilly-dally at all. You just everyone washed one after another. Which is often at times not the case. That's not usually the way it works. You're going to have this hefsek, and you're not going to be machmir. The schomer, the Shulchan Aruch recommends that you should be machmir. Nonetheless, the Mishnah Berurah says at the end, "V'da the ikar tkifa muzkar b'siman zehu rak mitzvah l'chachila, but the evet afil shar be'ohefsek in time ain't tzarich las or lethal yadav kol shelo yisiach daitam in time mishmiros yadav." Even if you talk, even according to the second opinion, you have to be machmir. It's just a caution that Chazal said, the best thing to do is right away after you Tilas Yadayim, don't wait, and have your meal. But you don't if you talked or you walked around a little bit, you don't have to do Tilas Yadayim again. I've seen so many people that do Tilas Yadayim, they make a bracha, and they talk, and they wash again. But this is clearly against the halacha. Even if you're only machmir, you don't have to wash it again, unless, right, you're mesiach das. Most people are not mesiach das. You go to the kitchen to wash your hands, you know you're going to eat a meal over here. You don't say, no, and you say, please stop talking, It's a question. We'll see. Even there's a lot of things you can say. You can actually say words not considered a hefsek, according to anyone's opinion. If it's just sorach for the meal, like to get the salt or something, to get a knife, you could even talk. There's no problem talking, according to any opinion. That's not a hefsek, because it's sorach asudo. Here we're talking about now the sorach asudo. You're going to talk about politics. You're going to talk about how great a president Joe Biden is. So you're going to talk, maybe that'll be a hesach adas, people start laughing. But generally the rule is that if there's no hesach adas, you don't have to go back. So I don't know why people are so machmir, that people are so careful not to talk. Really, the ikar halacha is like the first day. It should be like the first day. That you're allowed even like to talk about anything you want, as long as you have mesiach das. But again, the minhag is to be machmir for this, and for some reason to wash it again, which is not according to even the Mishnah Berurah. I'll tell you about my personal opinion. What I believe, you don't even have to be worried about mesiach das when it comes to this halacha. Take let's get Suda. Even if you're mesiach das, you would not have to go wash again. If you want to find out why I believe that. Stay tuned for Ian to Leon coming